Paris Saint-Germain getting ready to celebrate here, their promotion already sealed, free from the relentless tension, the pressure that was plaguing them. It's a happy time to be one of these guys as the countdown continues to more prosperous times ahead. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. We have already started here. Ter Stegen gets good distance on it. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Haaland! Haaland! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Marvellous goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now the finish! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character. Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Albert Ferrer. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Filippo Inzaghi. Palmer. Now João Neves. De Bruyne. And it's Neymar. And it's Neymar.
Look, it's a run defence is dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Foot in. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the... Mbappe! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Palmer. Can he get away here? Big chance! And the ball's come loose here.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Here's a player who has defined a generation. Albert Ferrer. Albert Ferrer with a definite foul there. Van Dijk. And here's Neymar. Albert Ferrer gets a foot in here. Mbappe. And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Palmer. Palmer. Neatly clipped into space. Makaleli. Oh, strongly challenged there. Well timed, excellent interception. No, that's been intercepted. João Neves. Here's Haaland. Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through. Balde. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And it's Neymar. De Bruyne. And here's Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Fiddles it through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Now it's Neymar. Neymar. Floated through. Mbappe. He's got away. Has a go! And there is the half-time whistle. Paris Saint-Germain head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Attention, changement.
Madrid kick off the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Now it's Mbappe. Palmer unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Makaleli. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Can he put it away? Neymar. Neymar goes on a charge down the left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And they've been given a corner. Paris Saint-Germain have their second corner now. Pinches it off him. Stones. Ribéry.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Paris Saint-Germain needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Balde. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Great defending, strong and determined. Played into space out wide. Now that's well seen too. Final ball not quite right. His teammates are irritated at that. Stones calmly anticipates. João Neves. He could be in here. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Haaland. De Bruyne. And De Bruyne! Oh, denied brilliantly.
De Bruyne is offering a wry smile there.
Makaleli. Vinicius Junior. Neymar. Haaland. And here's Owen. De Bruyne. Palmer. Here's Haaland. Ruben Dias. Ribery. And it's Owen. Mbappe. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Hits one! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Ah, he's given it all. Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And here's Owen. Now there's a fine ball.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 7, le numéro 18, le numéro 87, le numéro 8. À leur
Stones.
place, le numéro 20.
Oh, easy pickings
le numéro
there.
11,
And he's in
le
on
numéro
goal.
22.
And the shot! It's a goal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Owen demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
And a header! And that would have won it.
Vinicius Junior has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
He rises! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And again! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And now they can spring out of defence. And he's managed to get free. That has been cut short. Passing is crisp and sharp. That is a great pick out. Shot a goal! Sticks it away! And that takes him up to 30. 30 goals for this side. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Le numéro 13,
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Now it's Messi. Havertz tries a shot! Heavenly from Havertz! Late in the day, this could well be it! That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out? So that's it, it is all over. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Paris Saint-Germain leave it late, but in the end, it was great.
Well, I just think that determination and persistence has paid off handsomely to squeeze the win out of a draw. Sometimes it comes down to grit and desire and the stubbornness to keep plugging away. And this has been great staying power.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, of course, there are few feelings in football better than that which accompanies promotion. The non-stop torrential outpouring of good feeling is the perfect overture to today's proceedings. You would be hard-pressed to find a happier place than this, anywhere, anytime. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. In with a header! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ruud van Nistelrooy, without question, Jim, a giant amongst strikers.
Well, what I found so...
Van Nistelrooy! Just easy. And one more try! They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
And the ball is out of play. Yamal, and it's Van Nistelrooy. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And he's intervened well there. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Ødegaard. That has been slung wide. That's a decent clearance. Van Nistelrooy. And he's straight offside. Oh, that's well spotted. João Neves. Valde. Paris Saint-Germain yet to have an attempt on goal. Mbappe! Mbappe! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. He's had it taken off him. Interesting ball. Just the goalkeeper to beat. Now the finish! There it is! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
De Bruyne. Palmer.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mbappe. That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, look at the space. Great chance! Well, that's fallen kindly here. He was certain to score. It is an inexplicable miss.
Mbappe simply had to find something instinctive because of the unexpected way the ball came loose.
Bellingham. Some really good ball movement. Van Nistelrooy, brilliantly cut out. Kimmich. Now it's Kimmich. Son Heung-min does well to get it back. Now it's Mbappe. Kimmich. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Pass is just off target. Alexander-Arnold. Balde gets a foot in here. Balde did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Palmer!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Balde gets his pass away. This ended up in no man's land. Odegaard. Mbappe. Spread it left.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Chance! And it's in! Two to the good! They have breathing space! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
Madrid are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And the first 45 minutes are up. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Ruben Dias spots it and intercepts. Van Nistelrooy. And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Son Heung-min. Oh, played right into his path. Big chance! They are rampant! And surely that settles it. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
A case now of complete control. Kimmich. Back into the middle. Driving on and making good progress. That is a brilliant interception. Can he finish? It's a goal! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Mbappe! Now it's De Bruyne. Can he put it away? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
We expected better, and so did he. Just about up to the hour now. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now it's Mbappe, and the flag has stayed down. Gaia. And here's Mbappe. He's got space in the air. Shot a goal! Really well taken goal. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
Madrid blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 4, el dorsal 22, el dorsal
Gently
13,
done.
el
De Bruyne
dorsal 5,
is in a really good
el
position
dorsal
out
11.
wide.
Serán sustituidos por
Defending
el
of the
dorsal
desperate
10,
variety.
Toni Kroos, el dorsal 6, el dorsal 9,
Oh, that's
el
fabulous.
dorsal 19,
Defence
el
opting here for
dorsal
strength
7,
in numbers. Haaland. De Bruyne. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Alexander-Arnold. Haaland. It's Ribéry. Valverde. And it's Kaya. For Ribéry. Toni Kroos. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Great ball if he can get there. Now it's Haaland. Face to... And the shot! And yes, it's there! Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Madrid are having a ball here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And that should get the job done. Balde has been caught there, it's a foul.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Opts to play it back. He's had a shot! Paris Saint-Germain are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Now it's Ribéry. Stones. Odegaard. Yamal. He is through here. Alexander-Arnold. The final 5 minutes. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he... Can he finish? It's anyone's ball now. And here's Vinicius Junior. Great ball. Decent hit! In for the pieces. He's got a goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Paris Saint-Germain have a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Ruben Dias calmly anticipates. Haaland. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Haaland. Haaland gets through. And the finish! Havertz. Odegaard. Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Olise. Valverde. Haaland. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well, nicely intercepted. Havertz. And there goes the final whistle. Paris Saint-Germain suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis. Paris Saint-Germain take up their starting position ahead of what will be another manic dash towards the finish line. A finish line beyond which lies pastures substantially greener, substantially more fertile, substantially more lucrative. They really do want to get off to a flyer here. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Palmer. Moved on forwards. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Neymar. He's picked his way through. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Japan have the chance to go the other way. He's found the way through. João Neves. And that's been well dealt with. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Of course, Antoine Griezmann. He's got a bit of everything, Peter. Speed, great technical ability, and the priceless gift of being able to make all the right decisions at the right times. Personally, I really like the way he can always take a little touch to give himself that half a yard of space. He needs to get a shot away, and he doesn't miss too many either, does he?
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Now the finish! Goal! Japan! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Number 18, Kylian Mbappé. Kylian Mbappé. Kylian Mbappé.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And here's Haaland. Haaland, can he put it away? He's keen, determined to have his say.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Rice. João Neves. Lovely ball and a real chance now.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
João Neves. Griezmann delivering the goods as expected.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
Now that looks a decent ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Kimmich. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now it's Griezmann. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's got the shot away! Denied by an instinctive save.
João Neves clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Neymar with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. He's taking on the lot of them. He's shifting through the gears here. Neymar with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, I thought that run had...
Big chance! Oh, taken with style. They are right back in business.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Has a goal! Kimmich attempts a clearance. Neymar has given away a free kick. Palmer getting this one clear. Balde. It's a good run down the left-hand side. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Palmer. Kimmich. Palmer. Rodri. And it's Fernando Torres. And it's Griezmann. And he welcomes it in. Palmer. Haaland. João Neves. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. João Neves. De Bruyne. Gets his pass away. Oh, what a mistake! He could be in here. Fernando and Torres!
Has been indicated.
Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, we can't question the quality of the run. He'll have to answer for the rest.
Oh, no joy this time. João Neves. And Balde. And it's Neymar. He is through here.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. Up he goes! And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, I think we're all recovering from those last frantic moments which so nearly changed the whole outcome. So there was the first half.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
Make his way to the
So
information
in they come
centre.
for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Paris Saint-Germain get the second half going. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Balde, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Haaland does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Balde. Out of play for a throw. Oh, good steal, he just read it. Haaland. Nicely aimed pass. João Neves. Now it's Mbappe. Griezmann. Fiddles it through. And the shot! Really well taken goal. Looks offside, I think. Yep, the flag is up.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Balde. And the pass is intercepted. Dixon. João Neves. Kimmich. Palmer. Done delicately. Good ball over the top. Good read, needed to be. And that is as far as they're going to go. And here's Mbappe. Well, that is one way to stop him. The referee's awarded it's a quick one.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
This match was 71,600.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Mbappe. Van Dijk. Interesting ball. He's looking to set free a runner. He might be in here. He's through, it's one-on-one. Hits one. Goal, Paris Saint-Germain. They've done it. It was coming. They have their reward.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And through to the goalkeeper. Now that's well seen too. Yamal.
Japan showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now it's Neymar. Neymar. And that's a throw-in.
Substitutions taking place.
Balde tries a cross.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Balde. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. He's through here. Now it's Kane. Haaland. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that was vital. Kane. Nicked it back promptly. Looking for the runner. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. He's in a good position here. And he's there to get it away. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Substitution.
There's going to be
for
another
Japan.
change here.
Number 87, John Neves. Number 18, Mbappe.
Balde.
Number 13,
Paris Saint-Germain,
Torres.
moments now away from seeing this one out.
Number 23, Barella.
Rice.
Number 19,
Palmer.
Alvarez. Number 99,
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Punched away.
Japan need to give...
Mendes with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Nuno Mendes has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Van Dijk.
there will be 5 minutes
De Bruyne.
added time.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Rice looks to get on the end of this. Palmer. Rice. Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. Here's Haaland. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And claimed it back swiftly. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Paris Saint-Germain have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Terrific recovery, a really fine win that, Jim Beglin.
Well, what we've seen is a team that refuses to accept the game might have just got away from them. They stayed true to their style and turned this right on its head. This is a tremendous win.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Hello everybody, and please join me in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. And already we're underway here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Aim forwards. Now it's Selmakers. There's no flag. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think sometimes we kind of get a bit mixed up with versatility and flexibility, because when he moves around the pitch, it's not necessarily being versatile in different positions. It's just his flexibility, his reading of the game, and that's what I really enjoy about him. He just makes it very difficult to be contained.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
That is lovely. Mbappe! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And he's heaved it away. Kimmich touches it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Gets a good foot in there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Haaland, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Soulé! That's a decent clearance. Neymar. Still goalless. And here's Mbappe. Nice control. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Plays a sharp little ball here. Neymar. Balde. And it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Haaland. Mbappe has been caught there. It's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
De Bruyne! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Van Dijk. De Bruyne. Haaland. Paredes. That's been cut out, well played. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Haaland. Neymar. It's Neymar! Selamat and Angelino. Half-time getting close now. Oh, a delicate chip through. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Kimmich. João Neves. And it's De Bruyne. And it's Neymar. De Bruyne. And here's Haaland. Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And we hit half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. So we reach the halfway point.
Paris Saint-Germain ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in this second half.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Paris Saint-Germain have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
So what can they make of this? Oh, and he's through the middle. He's picked his way through. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Mbappe. Cristante. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Selamat. Angelino. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. And that's aimed into... Up he goes! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
De Bruyne. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they've got to deny him time and space, and that's one way of ensuring it.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match, 71 898.
A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Played into space out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Trik. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
João Neves. De Bruyne. And he's managed to get free. Nice interception, well timed. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Shomurodov. Selamat. Mbappe. Here's Haaland. And it's Neymar. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. Selamat. Cristante. Shomurodov. And it's Neymar.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Cleared away. Selamat
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Neymar.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now. Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Kimmich gets rid without sophistication.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 18, le numéro 87. À leur place, le numéro 11, le numéro 22. Attention, changement.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Now that looks a decent ball. Great chance! It's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Le numéro 4.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 19.
We have got changes here from both sides, in
Le
fact.
numéro 8.
A 1-0 lead established.
Le numéro 17.
Look, I just think they've kept at it and got their reward. Now they need to hang on to it.
Kimmich. Yamal. Havertz. Now Ødegaard. Balde. Looking for options for movement. Great hit! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Selamat.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Stones calmly anticipates. Ødegaard. Havertz. Kimmich. Yamal. And that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Paris Saint-Germain simply forgot to...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. And already we're underway here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think we'll see a lot of this guy, Eze. If he plays on the left, he loves to cut in on his stronger foot. But unlike a lot of wingers...
It's a mighty effort! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods. And that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mitchell. Paris Saint-Germain leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Neymar. Mbappe. Haaland. And it's Neymar. Mateta. Now, what about a counter-attack? Munoz. There's no flag. Neymar. Now Van Dijk. Kimmich has created one goal already. And it's De Bruyne. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Mateta. He's looking wide. Eze is onto this. He's played it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And he cuts out the supply. De Bruyne. Stones. Kimmich. De Bruyne. And it's Stones. It's Van Dijk. De Bruyne. Now João Neves. Palmer. Now it's Kimmich. Mbappe! Mbappe! Sarr. Munoz. Sarr. To Kamada. Eze. Here's Mateta. Sarr. Nice physical challenge. Balde. And it's Neymar. Now João Neves. Always onto this. Mbappe. Richards gets it clear. Richards gets it away. That's good pressing, squeezing the play.
Paris Saint-Germain really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Oh, shooting chance! It's there! And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
38 minutes is number 9, Erling Haaland.
Paris Saint-Germain are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Lerma. Mitchell. And here's Eze. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Haaland. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And here's Mbappe. Sarr. Stood up well to him there. Mbappe! a terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That's the throw. Saar.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's De Bruyne. Arteta. And there's the end of the first half. Where do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Paris Saint-Germain are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And the second half gets underway. Well read, nice interception. Kamada. Munoz. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Hughes. And Richards. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, smashing header! Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Stones. Van Dijk. And Balde. Van Dijk. It's Kimmich. For Palmer. João Neves. Now it's Haaland. Palmer. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Saar. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. No outsmarting him this time. Palmer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. João Neves. Now Van Dijk. And it's Van Dijk. And that has left him in a heap. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Neymar.
The
Big chance, corner.
Was 28,599.
Cleared away. Neymar. It's Neymar! They are rampant! And they are pulling clear here. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Number 19, Neymar.
A case now of complete control. Chip through. Lacroix. Eze. Munoz. Oh, super ball. Neymar. Played for Stones. And it's De Bruyne. Kimmich. De Bruyne.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Now it's Mateta. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. João Neves. For De Bruyne. And it's Van Dijk. Now Stones. Kimmich. Palmer. Palmer tries making a foray down the right. Eze. Passing is crisp and sharp. Sarr, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Sarr. João Neves does really well to win the ball there. Mbappe. Good pressure, determined, intense. De Bruyne. And Balde. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Canada. Coming on the field. Number 11. Number 20. Substitution
Wharton.
in progress.
França. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Kimmich. De Bruyne. So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. Now De Bruyne. Palmer is onto it in a flash. Now it's Mateta. Hughes. Munoz. Hughes. Now it's Hughes.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. De Bruyne. Haaland with 2 goals already to his name.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Nice control. Ødegaard. Richards with the clearance. Terrific header! And somehow he kept it out.
1 minute added time.
No, that was never going to make it. 1 minute to add, according to the board. And we're done. Paris Saint-Germain really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Haaland claiming the Man of the Match award. And there is very little room for argument. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. The action has already started. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Cole Palmer could be standout here, Peter. We sometimes see him in a centre-forward position, but I like to see him play from the right side of attack, because that enables him then to be able to just drift inside on his left foot and then open up the pitch to see what he can deliver from there. And he's expert once he does tuck into those little spaces and pick out whoever's making the runs. And for that reason, I think he could be crucial.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. That's going to go a long way. And they're quick to get it back. Caicedo. Pedro Neto. Nicely weighted ball. Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
a sudden chance to counter. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. He's in space and looking for options. Caicedo. Paris Saint-Germain still without a single shot on target. Pedro Neto. Some good work on the right flank here. James. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Palmer. And it's De Bruyne. And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Pedro Neto. And Cucurella. Colwill. Badiashile. James. And Lavia. Cucurella. Fernandez. Just eases him off the ball. He's looking to set free a runner. Pedro Neto cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Neymar, and he's managed to get free. Haaland! Oh, that was no routine save.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's been taken short. Nice control. And the header! Oh, just needed a better contact.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Palmer is in a really good position out wide. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Kimmich. For Palmer. And the pass is intercepted. Cucurella. Badiashile. Cucurella. He's given it away. Mbappe! And for a moment, time stood still.
Certainly made himself a big nuisance in applying the pressure to force the error.
Lavia. Now James. Colwill. That has not gone well. And he's on his way! Real great hits! Marvellous goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Haaland. And the first 45 minutes are up. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Paris Saint-Germain leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Souhaitons tous la bienvenue à nos joueurs.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Palmer. He has found the way through. James. Palmer. Van Dijk. Played over towards the opposite flank. Haaland. Mbappe. Pedro Neto kept his eye on it, and he's there. Caicedo. Cucurella. Fernandez.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Fernandez. João Neves. Paris Saint-Germain are still that goal to the good. Palmer. Paris Saint-Germain leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Palmer. Pedro Neto. That's a good ball out wide. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Neymar. Palmer. The message is clear, none shall pass. Stones. It's Van Dijk. Balde. And it's Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto making good progress on the right-hand side. Pedro Neto. Palmer. João Neves. Haaland. James. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
In with the challenge.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Balde kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Haaland. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Mbappe! Cucurella clears it away. Badiashile. Now Colwell. James. More and more pressure on the ball here. Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
James. Pedro Neto. Ah, it's a sweet ball, that. Palmer. Pedro Neto. That's a sharp pass. Cucurella.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Neymar does well to get it back. Can he latch on to this? The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Palmer. That's a shade optimistic.
Paris Saint-Germain can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Le numéro 87. À leur place, le numéro
James. And that's it. Paris Saint-Germain have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Haaland voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought win with a defensive masterclass. They backed up their goal with a resilience that was first class.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Je vous rappelle qu'il est strictement interdit de fumer en dehors des zones prévues à cet effet. Merci de votre compréhension.
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this
Hello,
proud
everybody,
competition,
and welcome to
just
today's
seemingly
match.
bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to... Oh, here's a chance! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Forwards and with intent. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Paris Saint-Germain presented with a golden opportunity here. This to make it 1-0. That has drawn gasps of disbelief.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Van Dijk. De Bruyne. And it's Van Dijk. And Balde. And that is out of play. Alexander-Arnold. Out again for a throw-in. Neymar does really well to win the ball there. Palmer. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. Ruben Neves. And he was quick to react. Balde. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Ah, quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Palmer. Haaland. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And it's Neymar. And here's Mbappe. And he's there to clear it. And he's only too happy to take that back. Out to the left it goes. Neymar is wide and looking to get onto this. And that's been repelled. No goals as yet. Oh, played through for the wide man. And it's hoisted clear. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. He's picked his way through. João Neves. Doué. Can he put it away? Balde with the clearance. And that's definitely not his best. Alexander-Arnold. Out for a throw. Balde. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Dembele. Kimmich. João Neves. 15 minutes till half-time. He is through here. No, he wasn't going to let him past. And here's the chance to counter. Just eases him off the ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Dembele. And that's... Oh, shooting chance! In he goes again. It's there! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
After 34 minutes is number 14.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Doué. No, again there's no way through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
There's no getting past him. It's really well defended. Doué. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe purring through the gears. And he's heaved it away. João Neves. Alexander-Arnold clears it away. And smartly reclaimed. Doué.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
He's got away. No, that's too long. And here's Messi. Neymar.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
We get a throw in. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And it's Neymar. And he's being shifted off it. Messi. And he's intervened well there.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
That is a great pick out. And there is the half-time whistle. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And we're off again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Doué. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Now João Neves. Doué. Dembele. Palmer. Interesting ball.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Kimmich does well to get it back. So what can they make of this? And they win it back again. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Mbappe. Neymar. Always onto this. Haaland. And he's managed to get free. Paris Saint-Germain have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. Defending of the desperate variety. Balde tries a cross. Hakimi gets it away.
The attendance
Jim,
for
what
this
are you
match
thinking?
was
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline.
Haaland! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Haaland. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Mbappe! Messi.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Cleared without complication.
Substitution in progress.
Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner. Cleared away. Stones. Played out to the right. Kimmich. Odegaard. Mbappe is flagged offside. Messi. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Substitutions taking place.
Paris Saint-Germain making another change here. Vinicius Junior. That is lovely. Haaland.
Paris Saint-Germain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
He has found the way through. Nice control. Paris Saint-Germain have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. João Neves. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Balde. Odegaard. Paris Saint-Germain are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Substitution.
Odegaard. Haaland. Vinicius Junior. And that's a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read.
Paris Saint-Germain have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
João Neves. And it's Ruben Neves. Doué. Doué is fouled. It's just beyond his reach. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to dink it through.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Haaland! Haaland! It's loose. Jamal! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And he's there to clear it. And he's gone backward here. Ødegaard. There will be 4 extra minutes.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
So that's it. It is all over. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced... Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves.
Hello,
the prospects
everybody,
are so
and
great.
welcome to
The
today's match.
potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Mbappe. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive engine.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years in Catalonia and 1 goal, the winner in a European final.
Yeah, well, who could forget that? But first and foremost, I see him as someone who always puts in an honest shift. He'll do everything his manager asks him to do and will rarely let you down.
João Neves cuts out the pass. Haaland. And he's all... Haaland! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Palmer. Kimmich. Paris Saint-Germain couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. No goals as yet. João Neves. Van Dijk moved on forwards. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, that's an inviting ball. That's beautifully weighted. And that is as far as they're going to go. That has ended up in no man's land. João Neves. Palmer. He's had it taken off him. João Neves. And Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. Neymar. Well, now here's a good battle. Bicep to bicep. Throw in. Long ball looking to counter. Well read, nice interception. De Bruyne. Now it's Mbappe. Nuno Mendes.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's De Bruyne. João Neves. Nice ball and he's in here. Has a goal! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Haaland demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Paris Saint-Germain penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Yeah, although that first goal is a welcome boost, they can't afford to ease off now. To do that would simply be inviting danger.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. De Bruyne. And that is a little undercooked. That has been cut short. Neymar. De Bruyne. Now it's Neymar. Mbappe. Palmer. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Palmer. And the pass is intercepted. It's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Nuno Mendes. Can he get onto this? Terrific header! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Now, that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Van Dijk. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. João Neves showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Mbappe. De Bruyne. Stones. Balde.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And they win it back again. Palmer. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Kindly remove it.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Paris Saint-Germain come in, having established that lead. A game where the narrative is, at least in terms of the scoreline, so far so good. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Oh, good-looking ball. He's looking for the runner here. Oh, the shot could be on here. Tries a shot! João Neves. Haaland. João Neves. He's found a way through. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe! Back into the middle. Mbappe! Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's there to get it away. Palmer! Palmer! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Palmer. Always onto this. Look at the space here. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, super ball. Haaland! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Haaland is offering a right smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. And now they can spring out of defence. Deftly done. Well, played right into his path. Stones deals with that comfortably.
The attendance for
Well, he
this
certainly
match
wasn't
was
in the mood to take any risks.
70,987.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And he's managed to get rid. Traumedi. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options.
Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Stones.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Chips it through. No luck with that dink over the top. Palmer. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That looks a good ball through.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Substitution.
Nuno Mendes.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Neymar. Mbappe. It's a great ball. And the shot! It's in! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
The goal scorer for
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
is number 11.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now.
Mbappe! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Mbappe should really have closed the game out then, and this could come back to haunt him.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Paris Saint-Germain have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Just eases him off the ball. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. That's a little off target. Stones kept his eye on it, and he's there. Leading by 2, and the finishing line in sight. Haaland rolls it backwards.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Oh, this is a great position. Oh, what has happened here? Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Neymar.
Oh, great feat, that.
And here's Mbappe. Mbappe hits one! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Well, there are a few
Substitution
pockets of
taking
space
place.
that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Sadio Mane. He's one of the paciest players around, Peter. He's a very dangerous dribbler and a fine finisher to boot. I particularly like the way he gives defenders a headache by drifting across the forward line, looking for gaps to...
Neymar! It's run loose. Who's going to get... Has another go! And one more try! White gets it clear. Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Might want to be careful there.
De Bruyne. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mohamed Salah.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mbappe. Now it's Haaland. Palmer. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's got away. Stones did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. De Bruyne. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Balde. Van Dijk. Stones. And it's De Bruyne. Passes short and sharp. Good running, strong and purposeful. Mane providing an outlet on that flank. Serginho.
There's much frustration.
Tries a shot! And it's a goal!
Indonesia clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Indonesia have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Romario has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Palmer.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's a shade optimistic.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Kimmich. Palmer. Good play on the left-hand side here. Stones kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And here's Romario. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. João Neves. Now Stones. 15 minutes till half-time. And it's De Bruyne. Haaland. Mohamed Salah, looking understandably energised after his goal. Now it's Romario. That has been cut short. Nicely intercepted. And it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Romario.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Nice interception, well timed. He won't be happy with that one. Mane. Palmer. Mbappe. Now João Neves. Back into the middle. And through to the goalkeeper. White. And it's Salah. Showing great feet there. Tonali. Nicely weighted ball. Look at the space here. Chance for the header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Indonesia with the corner. They're first. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
1 minute.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And the first half is done. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Serginho. Mane. Oh, he's found support out wide. Defending of the desperate variety. Palmer. It's Kimmich. Oh, terrible mistake. He's in a great... He's had a hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Tonali is offering a wry smile there.
This is their second corner of the game. Keeper has taken decisive action. White. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Palmer. Now João Neves. Palmer. João Neves. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. Paris Saint-Germain are definitely going about this the right way.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tonali, that's a sharp pass.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's De Bruyne. Romario. No, again, there's no way through. Shot a goal!
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Paris Saint-Germain ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. He can run onto that, and he's managed to get free. Neymar. And it's De Bruyne. João Neves. Think through. He has found the way through. Mohamed Salah. And here's Mbappe. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Haaland. And he's intervened well there. João Neves. Can he latch on to this? He's got to be in here. Mane. Goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
77 minutes de jeu par le numéro
Indonesia
17.
are sitting pretty,
Changement pour
2-0
le Paris
up.
Saint-Germain.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That for me.
Big
Numéro
chance!
19.
And more, and more, and more! And surely that
But
settles it.
inscrit après
Yeah, they've only
79
got themselves
minutes de
to
jeu
blame.
par
Mistakes in
le
those
numéro
areas
20.
are very
Changement
punishable.
pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 7.
A case now of complete control.
Le numéro
Well,
20.
they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and
Now the finish! Really well taken goal. Result no longer in doubt. It's just about how many?
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Indonesia are at the peak of their powers. He's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he can clear it away. And here's Vinicius Junior. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Ødegaard. Vinicius Junior. Ødegaard. That's Kane. Oh, great chance! Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vinicius Junior.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, played right into his path.
Temps additionnel.
And he gets rid in a
3
hurry.
minutes.
It's Kane! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save. Oh, that one's going nowhere. Fiddles it through. Beckham. Haaland has a goal! Keeper always had the measure of that. Corner number 2 then. And we're done. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly... And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Shot a goal! That's a sharp pass. Palmer!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand. And just listen.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Adams running with the ball. And France can counter now. Now it's Torres. Mbappe! So just one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And that is as far as they're going to go. Aim forwards. France have reclaimed it. Gets his pass away. Palmer. João Neves. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Isaac. Neymar. Paris Saint-Germain are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Stones kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Isaac. Stones cuts out the pass. Kimmich. Now João Neves. Oh, no joy this time. De Bruyne. Isaac. And it's Fernando Torres. Palmer, looking understandably energised after his goal. Nicely aimed pass. Couldn't squeeze it through. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Mbappe! Oh, that's fabulous. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe gets flagged offside. It's a throw-in. That looks a decent ball.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Oh, this looks sharp. Isaac. Mbappe. Van Dijk. Neymar. João Neves. Neymar.
Oh, great feat, that.
De Bruyne wins the duel this time. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Will play through for the wide man. Neymar. De Bruyne.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Kimmich.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's shifting through the gears here. No foul, says the referee. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Isaac. And he's lost his man here. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Big chance! It's fallen kindly here. It's in! France are back on level terms. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
France grab the... hits one! Good effort first time.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
He rises! Wow, that's another chance! It's run loose, who's going to get there? No, he didn't quite meet it right. Good spot, he's seen the run. And Dijk gets over and intercepts. Taken back almost at once. He is through here. And there is the half-time whistle. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's one each. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
João Neves, now it's Mbappe, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. De Bruyne, Haaland, who does have an assist to his name. He's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Looking tight. Palmer! And it's Neymar. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Neymar. Oh, that is a good... He's got the shot away! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, the control on receipt was far better than the control on dispatch.
Kimmich cuts it out. Haaland.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, that's neat. Oh, he's found him in space. No way through. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Almost an hour
Le
gone.
nombre de spectateurs pour ce match, 70 987.
That's a shade optimistic.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Balde. Good purposeful running this. Oh, great ball. Has a goal! Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Now there's a fine ball. This might spell danger. João Neves really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying...
Can he put it away? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
It's their second corner of the game. In for a header!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Neymar. Oh, this is a great position. Neymar! Loose ball now. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Attention, changement.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, I think his job here, Peter, is going to be to reinvigorate that attack. Just change the rhythm up front.
Torres. Paris Saint-Germain have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. De Bruyne. Neymar. Rodri gets a foot in here. Just about up to 75 minutes. Paris Saint-Germain can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And it's De Bruyne. Plays the ball back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Now it's Kane. And here's Kane.
Paris Saint-Germain showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Kimmich. Palmer. Now Ødegaard. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Maradona makes the interception. He's Haaland! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And they're back in front.
But pour l'équipe du Paris Saint-Germain.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And he cuts out the supply. Well, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well-timed, excellent interception.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
And it's Maradona. Foot in, into stoppage time, very little left on it. De Bruyne. Yamal.
There they go, hunting again.
Kane. That has been slung wide. That has not gone well. Kane, oh, well played. And time is up. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the chance! João Neves getting this one clear. That's a good run down the left. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, someone I see as a great defensive midfielder is this guy, Benacer. At 5'9", Peter, he might not seem the biggest, but he does have a knack of winning duels against much bigger opponents. And you can't fault his awareness and his decision-making, which are usually spot on This guy rarely gets caught out.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Harit. Now it's Guiri. De Bruyne. And it's Neymar. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Benacer. Murillo looking to get on the end of this. Well read, nice interception. Oh, love, there's the hit!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Quality ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Paris Saint-Germain yet to have an attempt on goal. Harit, and it's Rabiot. Marseille finding their passes. Lovely feet. Keeper's ball. Neymar. Harit. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
João Neves. Rabiot has given away a free kick. Valde. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Mbappe. Nice control. That is lovely. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Guiri. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
And he's taking no chances there. Murillo. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Has a goal! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Balde. Half an hour played now. Now De Bruyne. Nicely spread. Palmer. Haaland. Haaland running with the ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. Showing good feet. Rabiot did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Guiri. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Oh, a delicate chip through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Luis Felipe. Now it's Haaland. Shade too heavy. Keeper could pick that up. Murillo. Harit. Benacer. Harit. And he's managed to get free. Big chance! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
Van Dijk. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time.
Au secrétariat du club, Jonathan, casquette bleue. Merci d'accueillir les deux équipes.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Out to the left it goes. Marseille looking to pass their way through. Benacer, brilliantly cut out. Haaland. Benacer. Marseille applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. João Neves for Palmer. And it's Stones. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's had it. Can he get onto this? It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Højbjerg. Murillo.
Le nombre de
Højbjerg.
spectateurs pour ce match.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And he's intervened well there. De Bruyne. Now it's Neymar. Neymar puts his foot on the gas. Valde. He gets big! It's in! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth, and it goes like a rival to get his head to the ball.
Après 64 minutes de jeu par le numéro 9.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Le numéro 11.
Paris Saint-Germain have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Now it's Guiri. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Cleared without hesitation. What a throw in. Balde does really well to win the ball there. Højbjerg was in no mood for any of that. But it's Højbjerg. João Neves. Mbappe. He has found the way through. Haaland. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Changement.
De Bruyne! Decent hit from there. The changes then in quick succession. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up
Le
front.
numéro 9. À leur place, le numéro 50. Le numéro
Paris
8.
Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next change here. Luis Felipe. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Rabiot to Rabiot. There they go, hunting in packs. Now it's Mopé, and he's had it nicked away.
Marseille really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Mbappe. Haaland. Neymar. Oh, easy pickings there. Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's in plenty of space here. Now it's Mopé. That's very neat.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's good running with the ball. And they're back on the ball again. Paris Saint-Germain leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Haaland. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Benacer. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Passing nice and neat.
Marseille have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Rabiot. Benacer. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Rabiot. Who played through for the wide man. That's that, the end. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Haaland claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Paris Saint-Germain really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality.
you